Hi there, it's Laikul, your live stream buddy. And welcome to the VenusLive video review. This is the new camera from Holyland that can stream directly from the camera without OBS, vMix, or the help of any tools. Just plug it to the internet or connect it to Wi-Fi, you can start streaming. Amazing, right? I made this video as detailed as possible while answering some of your questions. For those who feel helped or just want to help pay my bills, you can send it over here. This is the index of the video. You can skip to any part according to your preference. Just click on the blue text in the description. For the price, I will mention it at the end. First, let's talk the physical aspect of the camera, the input-output interface. There is a 5-inch touchscreen display that can flip or rotate to any angle you desire. You can flip it over here, do a selfie like that. Most of the camera only allows you to flip the screen up to here. But this camera can do it little far. This is the first time I see camera with this flip capability. With this, you can do monitoring from the side, monitoring from the top-down view, or you can put it at the top, like that. There is so many possibility with this kind of flip screen. And then we have a grill for exhausting the heat from the camera. There is a button for releasing the NPF battery. And then we have an indicator for networking and indicator for power. And then we have the NPF battery. On the left, we have a USB Type-C output, HDMI output, and then SD card, and then Gigabit Ethernet LAN. On the right side, we have a microphone or line in, USB Type A, and DC input. Over here we have 3 buttons which record, function, and power. And then we have another USB Type-C microphone input. If you have microphone from Holyland like Lark C1, you can plug it over here and you can do very simple live streaming, plug and play. Over here we have a speaker so we can preview the audio, and then we have also microphone internal. We already have a lens attached to the camera, it fixed. It can zoom from 1x to 6x. This is the image look like at the 1.3x. And then this is the image quality look like at the 6x. The minimal distance of the lens is 0.5 meter or 1.64 feet. The filter diameter is 72 millimeter. The aperture is quite wide from f1.2 to f.2. And then we have 1/4 inch thread for attaching to tripod. We also have a cold shoe for mounting accessories like monitor, microphone, or any other accessories. And we have 2 of this. So if you want to mount it horizontally, you can use this one, or vertically use this one. The build quality of the camera feels solid. Most of them using plastic, but the main chassis is using a metal. It's quite heavy. Then how this camera can stream directly to YouTube without any computer. This camera has a basic Android OS made by Holyland named Holy OS. This allows for live streaming directly from the camera. We just need to plug the internet cable or connect via Wi-Fi. Then click here, choose where to go live, and enter the stream key, which we can get from the platform we went to live stream to. Like YouTube, the process is like this. And Facebook, the process is like this. After you finish, you can save it. Then every time you want to live stream, you don't have to set like before. The setting we did earlier only need to be done once at the beginning. How long the VanuSleeve camera can do live stream? How many hours? I have tried using VanuSleeve for 3 hours and it's running well. The body is a little bit warm but does not affect any quality of the live stream. I haven't tried longer, but it should be fine. If many of you interested to see me test this camera for longer time, you can comment down below. If I get many requests, I will consider make it. This camera can be connected to laptop or PC using USB Type-C cable. You can use it for OBS, vMix, Ecamm, StreamYard, or any other app which makes the camera detected as a webcam with a better quality. After plugging it, it will automatically detect it. I will demonstrate using Zoom. Right now, I'm using the webcam from the Mac. And then let's switch it to the camera. And this is the quality. I think it's a lot better than the webcam. The step is the same with the other apps. You just have to go to the camera setting and then choose the VanuSleeve FHD camera. Now let's move to the audio part. There are many options for audio sources that we can input to the camera. The most practical one is using a wireless microphone from HoloLens itself. It is a HoloLens Lark C1 with a USB Type-C. You just have to plug it on the USB Type-C out with the text mic. You already have a microphone input. Or if you have wireless microphone with this type of connector, you can plug it on the back. This is a TRS connector. So the jack has to be like this, not the 4-pin, not the 2-pin, but this 3-pin. After plugging it in, there will be a notification whether to connect microphone or line. If you plug in a microphone, you choose microphone. If you want to send signal from audio mixer, you can choose line in. This is very usable when we do event. Usually on an event, there are already audio guy. We just ask them to tap the audio from the headphone of the mixer. We just have to ask the audio line out. And then how about the multicam? For now, this camera can only stream one sources from the camera itself. I don't know if maybe later they will add an input for another camera to switch between them. I don't know if it's even possible. But if you want to do multicam traditional way, you can use the HDMI output and use AT Mini or any switcher that you like. There are two options of HDMI output from this camera. You can output it with the menu. This is very useful for me when doing a tutorial. But if you want to use it on the switcher, you can choose the HDMI clean out, then you can have a clean image. There are two ways to power this camera. First, we can use the adapter that comes with the box. It is a 12 volt 2 amp. And if you want to mobile like me, I'm using a NBF battery. This is NBF 970. It's more convenient and just feels like a traditional handycam camcorder. I'm thinking to add a grip over here so we can comfortably to hold it like this and flip it over here just like a normal camcorder, which can do live stream directly from it. I love that HoloLens chose to use NBF battery instead of proprietary, because this NBF battery is commonly used in video field. We use it for the lighting, we use it for the slider, and many other things using NBF battery. I already have many of it. And then how long this camera can be used? In theory, we can use it 24/7 because this have DC input. So we will not running out the power. If many of you interested, I will do it a longer test. Now let's talk the price. The price for this camera is $999 or $1,000. For the latest price and purchasing link, I will put it on the description down below. I haven't found the weakness of the camera. The only thing that I bother is the lack of zoom. It's not smooth. There is a slight jerkiness when zooming, but I think this can be fixed on the software update. And maybe if we can change the lens, I don't ask for APS-C or full frame. That will be very pricey. Maybe if we can use a micro four third or even a C-mount lens, that will be good. But let's go to the conclusion. In terms of price and quality, I think this camera can be considered worth it. When compared to other camera that don't have the ability to live stream directly from the camera, it is worth it. the innovation is expensive, and compared to a smartphone, I don't know. Do you want me to compare it to iPhone 13 Pro, for example? Just write it down on the comment section down below. I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on the next time. With me, Laikul, your live stream buddy.